This is WotLK, my Warmane 7 times XP Warlock. I'm starting in the Valley of Trials, and I'm going to document my journey through the land of Azeroth. World of Warcraft grinds can get very boring, but at a 7 times XP rate, I'm going to explore and enjoy the world without the mindless grind. So this series is going to be very similar to my RuneScape series. I love the idea of playing MMOs where you're not worried about gaining levels or progressing fast enough, or even that insane competition that happens, especially in World of Warcraft of all places. So after creating my character, we started out in the Valley of Trials, which is the starting zone for the orcs. My goal this episode is to complete all the quests in the zone and get ready to head out on some real adventures. Finally, you are of age, WotLK, of age to battle. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to read all of that. Otherwise, this would be an extremely long video. Basically, he just wanted me to go talk to Gornek, who is going to give me my next task to get started. So after talking with Gornek, he just wanted me to kill some modeled boars. You know, the usual MMO quests that we all know and love. Well, maybe some of you love them. So Gornek is sending us to kill these boars because apparently his wife was caught sleeping with one of them, and ever since he's had a hatred for them. I promise that's canon, by the way. But you know, I felt for the dude, so after killing the 8th boar using only my bare hands, not to be confused with the bears we're going to be killing later, I managed to hit level 4. The XP rate definitely ended up showing itself off here. 7 times is definitely a bit more than I realized. Well, I'll probably opt for a lower rate if I create any kind of other series doing this. But it does mean that we're going to be progressing extremely fast, which is probably a good idea if I want to take down the level 99 Mafia boss anytime soon. With that, I was done with my first real quest. But before I turn that in, I grabbed the Lazy Peons quest, which is always a fun one. Basically, all the peons are laying around sleeping, so you gotta go beat them all until they get back to work. It's a good way for me to live out my life fantasies. This quest is actually the only reason the series even exists. After turning the quest into Gornek, I was just shy of level 5, and he gave me a new quest. Who would have guessed it? It's almost like there's a quest line. Well, 2 quests actually. Both of them are fluff quests without much to them. One was for killing the scorpids and bringing back their tails, and the other was my Warlock quest, which was just to talk to Nartok nearby. The most important thing Nartok told me was that the world is full of fools. It was good advice. I felt more ready for this adventure than ever. Just from being told that extremely valuable information, I hit level 5, and I knew I'd never forget that lesson. After grabbing my new spells, I got Corruption, which causes my enemy to develop a porn addiction. Curse of Weakness, which, well, honestly, it's just the same as Corruption at this point. But then I also got Summon Imp, and you can probably figure that one out along with Immolate. I was finally ready to move on. After leaving, I grabbed another quest along the way, Galgar's Cactus Apple Surprise, which is a quest to pick some apples so that he can make, and you can probably guess it, Cactus Apple Surprise. It's amazing. This seems to be a bit of a pattern here. So I picked some boars and killed some apples and killed more apples while picking more boars. But in the end, I had done it. I had managed to break my video game addiction. Just kidding, I almost got you there. So I finished the quest, but before I turned it in, it was time to beat some more peons and kill those nasty scorpids. I had heard a rumor that one had actually killed the Lorax, and that was why the land was so barren and without trees. But I wasn't actually able to confirm that, so we'll just have to go with that for now. After finishing all the quests I had on me, it was time to turn them all in. I turned in the quests to Cactus Apple Man, Gornek, and the Peon Beater Thrazaril. The only issue is Thrazaril ended up being extremely needy, and he sent me to go get his pickaxe too. But before that, a message from our sponsor, Sarkoth. Have you ever tormented people so much you became a local legend? Left a man lying on the ground across multiple expansions? Been murdered millions of times just so people can take your claw? Then you might be Sarkoth. Sarkoth, the name you can trust. But after turning in the Sarkoth quest and being told that they'll help him, which they won't, I headed off to get the pickaxe. Someone had already massacred the local demon gang, so I just ran in and ran out. After bringing the dude back his pickaxe, it was time to say goodbye to the Valley of Trials, and oh, actually, I'm sorry guys. I gotta leave a cliffhanger. I guess it ends here. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's gonna wrap it up. If I make it too long, you're gonna probably expect more next time, so I better not do that either. So like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. It's super important. At least that's what I was told. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.